Hi everyone, this is Aditya here. So I'm here with a video today on the placement roadmap. So this isn't limited for electrical or in electronics engineering. Since I represent electrical and electronics engineering, so I thought why not make a video on the roadmap guiding the students who are interested in both IT as well as core domain placement. I bring with myself a very good experience in this particular field. Okay, I have been the placement vertical head for my department from the past 5 years. And over a period of these 5 years, I've seen lots and lots of students face lots of difficulties, okay, overcome these challenges. And I have been of help. I think I can't boost myself too much, but yeah, I have been of help to some of the students and with their experiences over the past 5 years. And I've seen how the industry and its requirement has changed. And from the past 2 years, it has been too much of a difficult task, considering the recent what do you call upgradation or recent involvement of AI, you can say. So the company's level of assessment has also been something that we really need to look into. It's not something that was way before pre-COVID or just after the COVID. Okay, I would say from the last 2 years, the hiring has come down, and the companies are looking for the genuine candidate. Okay, a genuine candidate who can really perform. And you got to trust me on one thing. Placement is not a fluke. Okay, it doesn't happen by luck. Okay, and if you think it happens by fluke or luck, trust me, you're not going to be there for a long term. Okay, it requires your complete dedication, sacrifice, hard work, you name it. Okay, it requires your complete attention. Okay, placement isn't easy. Okay, I have seen students getting depressed. I have seen students change a lot over a period of these placement season. Okay, because there are many universities who actually start placement with 7 semesters. Some universities are there who start their placement from 6 semester itself. Okay, so it's not easy seeing your friend getting placed and you keep on trying, but you're not cracking that thing that is required to crack the placement. Maybe first round, maybe second round, maybe third round reject. Okay, so I have seen students. Okay, trust me when I say this, it is not easy. Okay, it will test you. The placement is one thing that will really test you. For 3 years it goes like in a blink of an eye. Okay, you are all happy go lucky. Okay, you are full of energy, you are enjoying with your friends. Okay, all those things happens. Okay, but when you realize you're into sixth semester, and from next month from the next semester your placement is going to start, that is where the tension slowly starts to kick in. And I'm not here to actually give you a lecture on that. Okay, there are certain students, let's be very practical on this, who come from a very fantastic financial background, who actually don't end up here because just after 4 years they need a 9 to 5 job. But there are still some students out there who come here to study, and after 4 years they want to see them in a very good job. Okay, and earn good. Okay, their parents, they have their high expectation. Okay, so there are certain kind of students, and in that also I'll break it down. Okay, for example, if you take 100 students, there's always going to be some 15 to 20 students who are very self motivated. Okay, they know what they want and they will do it. They don't require anyone's advice for this. Okay, and there are about another 30 to 40 students who don't give a damn about your placement. Okay, they come with a generational wealth. Okay, so they don't give a damn about the placement. Okay, they just want the degree here. And there are another 40 odd students. Okay, who lack motivation, who lack the proper aim or a proper path. So this video is out there for those students out there who find it difficult. So I'm here representing those students and the problems faced by those students. Okay, and one thing is for sure. Okay, placement is not something that you force upon someone. Okay, placement is something that you need to have from the inside of your heart that yeah, I got to have a job, I need to work hard, okay, I need to be placed in a better company, I need to take care of my parents after my engineering. Because a parent is someone who pumps up a lots and lots of resources, no question asked. Okay, you tomorrow you say I need 5,000 rupees for my project, the parent will immediately phone pay you. He doesn't ask, okay, where are you going to spend this 5,000 rupees. Okay, either you spend it on a movie or a trip or anyway, he doesn't care it. He just thinks that his son is doing a project or his daughter is doing a project or something, and he does this all this as an ROI, return on investment. He thinks that okay, my son or daughter will get placed after 4 years, their life will be settled. This is what an aim of a parent is. And frankly saying, it is a responsibility of a student to actually give it back to the parents. Okay, and I always say calculate the return on investment. Okay, you're paying around maybe whatever amount. Let's take an example, a round figure, okay, around 10 lakhs for 4 years. And you got to think, if I get a placement, in how many years I'm going to recover that 10 lakhs. That is the mindset which will get you through out of this. Okay, and it's not about one day task. Okay, it requires consistency. You do one coding a day, no problem, but be consistent. That is what is required. No matter what, you choose your motivation. Okay, a song pumps you up, okay, listen to a song. Okay, if you're good with listening Hanuman Chalisa and that is what motivates you, listen to Hanuman Chalisa. If you want to daily look at your parents and that motivates you, look at your parents daily. Okay, paste their photo in your room and look at them. But motivation is important, and you choose what is your motivation. Okay, because at the end of the day, after 4 years, you have no right to blame anyone, neither your parents, neither your friends, nor your faculty, nor your teacher. Okay, you're done with that thing. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's you alone on that road where no one else is there, because you didn't put in a lot of efforts to get placed. Okay, so you were busy with your mobile, your Instagram, okay, wasting your time. Okay, while others were working hard to get where they are today. Okay, so let me see how I have been of help to you with this video. Okay, but one thing is for sure, this video is no fancy animation or anything. Maybe there are n number of videos over the net. Okay, I just made this video and this content, but yeah, I put in a lot of efforts to make this video. So I'm not sure how big of a help this is going to be, but I'm going to explain each and everything in detail. Okay, okay, so you got to have some patience to listen to this video. If though I will be sharing my details, my contact details at the end of the video. If you are actually interested, sure, you can contact me. I'll be, if I'm of any help to you, surely I'll do it. I will go out of my way to help my students. Okay, at the end of the day, I want just one thing. Anyone who sees this video, if it is of being of any help, and if you get placed, then I'm happy. Even if 10 students get placed, I'm more than happy. Okay, so let's start this video. So coming to this video, I have divided this video into three plans. Okay, plan A, plan B, and plan C. So plan is for A for those self-motivated students who from the starting, from the first semester, have that thing of getting placed, who wants to get placed, who are ready to put in their time to start preparing right from the first semester. And it's not wrong if you're not starting, you're enjoying your college days, and suddenly in one semester you realize, oh, I have not started anything for my placement, I need to start preparing. So that's where my plan B comes in. I have another plan B where students can actually start preparing from fourth semester also. And finally, even if you're late, even if you don't realize, but one fine day you realize that okay, placement is there, I got to have a placement. Then my plan C is for those students who are actually the latecomers. Okay, so that is only for the sixth sem. Okay, so if you are in sixth semester, you haven't done anything from the first to fifth semester, sixth semester is for you. So I have a complete crash mode. That's going to take a lot of effort for you, but trust me, if you put in the hours, if you put in the effort, you are going to cross that line with a good offer. So let's begin. Okay, so what's inside this roadmap? Okay, So there's a complete blueprint from day one to the placement day. So first one is a full roadmap from first semester to sixth semester, step by step, semester wise, skills, projects, okay, certifications and milestones. Okay. Second one is a fast track from fourth to sixth semester. Okay, so compressed 18 months of strategy. You got to put in lots and lots of effort, full hard work over here. And this one, the third one, is a crash mode. Okay, it is an intensive 6 month sprint. Okay, you got to be on your toes, no sleep, nothing outside, nowhere you're going. You're going to put in every inch or every bit of your time into the placement, okay, despite being late. Okay, and fourth one is only for the IT domain deep dive. Okay, so it contains all the necessary material for one to get into an IT domain. And finally, the fifth one is the core domain. Okay, so anyone who wants to be in the core domain, this is mainly specifically for the EEE students. If you're really interested in the EEE domain, and if you want to work in the core domain, I have added each and everything that I've come across my 5 years of journey, and I feel that this is more than sufficient for a student to get into the core domain. And finally, I have also added a resume in the profile building area, what and all you actually require for having in your resume, because resume plays a very important role. The first thing is the your basically your aptitude round. Once you clear the aptitude round, most of the interview employers, they actually ask for your resume, and the shortlisting is done based on your resume sometimes. So if your resume is not good enough, it's not going to help it. So I have also added what and all things you require in your resume. Okay, so let's fire away. So the plan A is a full roadmap for the where I start with the semester one and semester two. This is basically a foundation phase. Okay, build your base. Okay, before competitors even start thinking about the placement. Okay, that's what is important. Okay, like there are people who start from the sixth semester, and there are people who start from the fourth semester. But you, on the other hand, you build your base. Okay, before even others have started thinking about the placement. So here the goal is to explore, learn the basics, build curiosity. Okay, and timeline is 1 to 10 months. That's your first two semester. You get in there deep, you work hard, and you know all the basics, you master the basics. So first one is academic and technical foundations. Okay, so this is mainly for the EEE student. So master the C program. No matter AI or no AI, if you really don't know C programming, then I say that you're not going to cross that first round. Okay, I've seen many times. That's why no offense for other programming languages, but C, my dear friends, that's the universal language. Okay, and learn basic Python syntax, loops, function. Now there are a lot of videos on the internet on Python, and whatever you see over here, these things, these are all hyperlinks. Okay, I'm going to provide this, just contact me, I'm going to provide this PDF to you. These are all actually the hyperlinks. You just click on this, it will take you to the page from where you can start preparing. Okay, no tension over here to search, okay, which is the best one. I have added the best places from where you can learn the C programming, the Python. And next, the study the circuit fundamentals. Okay, so being an electrical student, I've seen most of the time you are in the sixth semester or seventh semester attending interviews, and you have forgotten what is actually the basics. Okay, so you got to remember the basics, and the employer, they will not be asking you in detail about the basics. Okay, they are only concerned about the basics of the basics, like an Ohm's law, KVL, KCL. So I added a link here where you can actually brush up your basics, and if you're starting from the first semester, right, so you can be much stronger with this. And mathematics. Okay, guys, mathematics is important. No off road from this, but mathematics is really important. So I have added a hyperlink here with the Khan Academy, where it's a math refresher module. So it will train all your mathematics skills. And again, I've added a textbook of C programming by Yashwant P Kanetkar. Okay, trust me, there are various books available over the net, but I haven't found any book that comes close to Yashwant P Kanetkar. Okay, it is a very, very nice book. I would say you should actually refer this book, and if you're into reading books, then this one is for you. Or else I have added a link where you can learn the C programming by watching the video. And now once you're done with all this coding or basic thing, now it is time for you to practice. And the best place is HackerRank. Okay, it is an easy level, because you know why? If you are going for some difficult programming, and if you're not able to execute it, or if you're not able to understand it, then what happens is you slowly start losing the interest. You gain interest when you slowly learn and get the output. So I feel a student should start from the easy level, where he slowly develops the interest, and then move on to something that is much more difficult. Okay, so this is regarding the academic and technical foundation. Now, coming back to the online platform, okay, that you need to join, there is something called as NPTEL. Okay, so most of the colleges have nowadays implemented NPTEL in their curriculum, where students need to take a course. Okay, but what I would say is that a student should enroll in NPTEL right from the starting, from the first semester. So I have provided a hyperlink for both the programming as well as the circuit courses. So it is up to you, whichever domain you want to actually pursue, you can select both of them. Sorry. And then next one is Google's Coursera, sorry, from the Coursera. That is the Google's crash course on Python. It's completely free. Now, normally Coursera, you can actually apply for a student aid. Just write a letter from take the content from the chat GPT and write a letter and submit it. Maybe 1 week into it, you will get the access for the course. You can take the course, okay, and practice it. So now the thing is, learning here and learning on this side, there's a difference. Okay, you need those certifications to showcase in your actually resume. Okay, so that is why I have added for online platforms from where you can get certification. Now, EDX MIT is something that has also good contents in Python and all the coding related subjects. Okay, so that also I have added a link, and this is completely free. Okay, my dear friends, this is completely free. You need not pay anything. You just need your time and a good laptop with a good internet connection, and you're set for it. Okay, so this also I've added. The only thing is the technicality of each course. Okay, MIT's course is too good technical, and they teach you in a much better way. So I think you can go for this. And then I have a HackerRank complete 30-day code challenge. Now, the 30-day code challenge, what it does is it brings in some kind of a consistency in you. So where you can actually what you call uh, develop these patterns of daily solving the code. It brings in the consistency, and also that required motivation for you to daily do the coding part. And these things will add up in your resume also. You can share these things on your resume that you have completed a 30-day code challenge also. And then is a Khan Academy. It is a free one, okay, where you can brush up your mathematics knowledge. Mathematics is important. And then I have added a YouTube link for the NISO Academy. Trust me, this is going to be game changer for triple E students. Okay, there are lots and lots of subjects which we find difficult. Okay, triple E isn't a easy domain. Okay, we are power engineers. Okay, we power the world. Okay, no matter CAC or any other branch. And truly speaking, no offense for any other branch, but guys, triple E is something remarkable. Okay, without us, I would always say you would be powerless. Okay, we provide the power, and providing power isn't an easy task. Okay, and hence the subjects are also so easy. So NISO Academy is something from where in YouTube, okay, where you can brush up the different subject domains and actually practice. Okay, so I have provided the YouTube link for this also. These are all hyperlinks. Contact me. I'll be sharing you uh, the PDF, okay, where you can go through all of these details. And extracurricular. Okay, now when you join from a PU, there are few students who are bold, who are confident. Okay, but there are certain set of students who don't participate in any of the extracurricular activities. So I would say a student should join their departments or their schools extracurricular club. Let it be any club. Don't give a damn you know the dance, you don't know the dance, you don't know, you know a particular task or not. Just participate. Don't care what someone is going to tell you, or someone is going to make fun of you when you are on that particular stage. Okay, don't have that feeling what others will think. I have seen many people's career go into ashes by just this one thought, what others will think. Okay, so if you're here to just prove it to others that what others will think, then you are in a very wrong place and in a very wrong mindset. You have to remove that from your mind. Participate. Slowly your confidence will change. You will grow in confidence, you will become bold, you will develop a network, you will make friends, you will know what other students are doing. That is what is the most important thing in your college journey. So join a technical club, join a non-technical club, it doesn't matter, but join, participate. That is what is most important. So here I have added few of the things. A technical club, every college, every department will have a IEEE student chapter. Participate, join, become a member of that club. Minimum 2 technical workshops you need to attend per semester. Now these certifications are going to add on that extra points in your resume. Participate in college tech fest. Okay, lots of departments are there. If you're in university, normally every month some or the other fest will be there, technical related events will be there, organized by some or the other department. Participate, just participate, and slowly you will develop that confidence, slowly you will develop that tech knowledge. Okay, the next thing, create a GitHub account. In my latest slide I have a detailed thing on GitHub, where I will tell you how to prepare, what is important in GitHub. Then minimum, have a LinkedIn account, follow 10 engineers, know what they are doing, what they are posting. Now LinkedIn plays a very important role to bring you closer to the industry, what industry wants, what industry is now actually working, how the professional world works. That is from where you will get to know, that is LinkedIn. Okay, and try to read one technical article. Okay, nowadays this is up to you, because I wouldn't force on this, because we hardly read newspapers. So I wouldn't mind if you don't read any article. Okay, but it would really help. Then I have added the certification target, either NPTEL C programming or Python. HackerRank Python certificate. Link is there, just do it. Okay, I have Harvard's free certification also link over here, and Cisco's introduction to the networks. Now, network is a very important domain. So if you're interested, I've added that also, because we do get certain companies, okay, which do ask for specialization. If you have a certification in this, you are eligible to apply to our company. So that is where you will make a mark on this, because not every student will have the certification they ask. So if you have, out of those many students, you are the only one who will be having this certificate, and that is going to be a game changer for you. Okay, now this is a complete setup for the first and the second semester. Now we come into the third and the fourth semester. Okay, so the third semester is basically exploring a domain. Okay, you start with your DSA and build your first project. The fourth semester is for, is for domain deepening, plus your first internship plus certification. Okay, so if you're into IT track, okay, so basically first and second semester was almost common for both of the students, okay, IT or for the core. But from here I have actually divided it. Okay, so from third semester, basically you belong to your department, because the first year is known as a common year, so all the subjects are common for everyone. The third semester is something that from where you actually belong to your department. So if you are into IT domain, I have added data structures. Now people will actually comment on this, saying that DSA is too early for the third and the fourth semester. But trust me, it is not early. There are people who start DSA by second semester. Okay, so if actually I've added, actually considering practically I've added it late, I should have added in the second semester. Trust me on this. Okay, so you start with DSA. Okay, it is up to you. You take DSA with C++, C or Python, it's up to you, but start DSA. Okay, these are the topics, and I've added the lead code. Now lead code is a fantastic platform where you can study, you can practice. Okay, and complete the Geeks for Geek DSA self-paced course. So Geeks for Geeks, actually they offer DSA self-paced course. So I have a hyperlink over here, you can actually go through that also. On then and then you can go for web development or Python or machine learning. These are some of the tracks and the way how you can actually proceed with it. Okay, Python plays a very important role. And then next is the Git and GitHub. Okay, now I have added a dedicated video on how to start with the GitHub, how to push each and every project into GitHub, make a repository, make it public. That is where you add in your resume. People viewing your resume knows that what project load you have over there. So that is where you will get to it. And projects to build, it is up to you, whatever projects. But I would say, like, have a personal portfolio website. Now this thing is what resume, which you actually require a resume, and then you require a portfolio also. But I would say it is very much necessary, because as of now, let it be your resume or portfolio, it's all like how good you are at marketing. So you are basically marketing yourself in front of a potential employer. Look boss, this is my resume, this is my portfolio, whichever you feel is good for you, whichever you feel is easy for you to go through, you can select either one of them. So you have a resume, you have a portfolio, there's nothing wrong in that. You provide as many options to the your employer as much it is possible. Okay, that's where you make the difference apart from the other students. Next one is the data analysis on a public data set. There's a website called as Kaggle. You can go through Kaggle, you can get the data set, and you can work on data analysis, because already you're done with your Python or machine learning. Uh, Working on data analysis is very good, because you will learn Excel. Okay, you will learn the some of the functions of the Excel, because no matter tomorrow you are into coding or anywhere, Excel is something that is used in every corporate office. Okay, and if you have an Excel knowledge, that is an added arsenal to you. Okay, and normally working on data analysis is very good. You can do a few of the forecasting by using few of the models like Arima, SARIMA, Halls Winter, LSTM. That will really help you into data analysis domain. Also, you can build these projects of forecasting, optimization, and you can pump this into your GitHub profile. Okay, and then you can develop a basic web page also, since you're already done with the web development. Okay, now these are all important things for the third and the fourth semester, and I've added the hyperlinks over here. I know this is going to be difficult considering your academic workload, but okay, if you want something dearly, you got to work hard for that. Okay, you got to lose your sleep, you got to work hard. That is what will set you apart from the other set of students. If it was easy, everyone would have done it. Okay, it is not easy. That's why only you have to do it. Only then you will be separate from the others. Okay, now coming to the core track, I would say students need to start with the embedded system fundamentals like Arduino, Raspberry Pi. Start small hardware projects, and I've added a embedded system fundamentals hyperlink over here. Okay, you can go through that also. And coming to the learning C for microcontroller, you have already studied C in your first semester, but here you're going to dedicate like completely dedicated C for microcontrollers. You're going to learn on AVR and ARM basics. That is very basic things for a microcontroller and very important for a course student. Now simulation tools are very important. Okay, now not all of these simulation tools are used in the university. If it's being used, then good. If you're working on this on some kind of projects, then superb. If not, learn these tools. Okay, now most of these tools are available in cracked version. I wouldn't prefer anyone to use crack version, that's not good. But student versions are available, and some of these versions are already there in your college also. For example, my university has MATLAB subscription. So if any students who wants to work in MATLAB, you can work on MATLAB. So like that, you can learn on this. And all of these softwares, okay, are very important for a core student, because if you are a core student, design is something that is very important for a core student. So for all of these, I have provided a hyperlink. Just click on it, go through the videos, practice. That's important. Now coming to the academic, power and machines. Okay guys, you have to be confident in power electronics and machines. These are the most important subjects when it comes to electrical domain. So DC and AC machines, transformers, score well here. Okay, these subjects are important. I know these are difficult subjects, but put in your every effort on this to score good in these subjects. Projects to build home automations with Arduino, where you get into coding integrated with IoT, develop a dashboard on the Blink app or on the website. Okay, that's a very good project. And then power factor correction circuit. Now this proves that you're good in your core domain also. So power factor is one of the most important thing in power system. So if you are having a project with power factor, it is very good. Temperature monitoring IoT system, another very good. There are already many projects which have been done here. I'm just listing it out. You can actually enhance and work on this. Okay, but I've just added a few projects. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is that you need to start build project in from your third and fourth semester. And certifications to add, I have added extra certifications. AWS cloud practitioner certificate is there, so you can work on that. This will cost you, but you can learn even if you don't have certificate, but you can learn this. You can mention in your resume, though I haven't completed the certification, but I have studied this. NPTEL embedded systems is there. I would say NPTEL is the best because they charge just 1,000 rupees per exam. Okay, weekly 2 or 3 videos are released. Submit the assignment, go through the videos, clear the certification, good enough for you. Okay, Coursera's deep learning is there. Okay, so this is for the IT students, will help with your data analysis. TCS Ion Digital is there. It is a learning platform. There also you can log in and learn things. And Cisco CCNA intro is there because earlier in the previous slide I had mentioned about learning or having an intro with the networks, and now this is something that is the next stage where you move into the CCNA intro. Okay, all these are hyperlinks. You can click on this. You can select any of the certification that you wish based on your plan and your domain selection. Now this is for the third and the fourth semester. Now this is something where you are actually in the skill building phase. You have chosen your domain, you go deep and work hard. Now one thing is for sure, it is going to take a lot of time. You are not going to have any extra time to waste. Okay, like you come down, reach your home at maybe 5 o'clock or 5:30, 30 minutes of break, freshing up, and then you just sit and start working on this. That is what it is going to take. No wasting time on mobile phones, no chit chatting, no Instagram, no series. Okay, that is the sacrifice that you need to do to learn these things and get a good placement. Okay, so while your other friends are busy with other things, you got to put in your hours on this. Now coming to the fifth and the sixth semester, now this is the placement phase. Okay, you got to execute everything. Okay, this is another 10 months and your placement begins at the end of the semester 6. Okay, now the semester 5 is an execution sprint. Okay, so your internship plus major project plus IEEE paper plus 150 of lead coding. Okay, now this is a very very hectic stage. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because you got to do your internship in your break. Okay, so normally what happens in most of the universities, after the fourth semester you have a long break of about 1 month. Put in that 1 month for your internship. Okay, get an internship certificate. Now it is up to you, either you directly go for an offline internship or you can go for an online internship. There are various companies which actually offer online internships, so you can actually go for online internships also. But you need to show an internship certificate in your resume. That is very very important, and it should match with your domain. It is not like that you're working in an IT domain, but you are having an internship with BHEL or Bestcom. That's not going to help you anywhere. I would say always select an internship from on which domain you are actually working. Okay, that is the most important thing over here. Okay, and why I have also given you an option of an online internship is because most of the students, when they get a break, okay, when you're trying for an internship, it is not necessary the internship period and your break period will match. Okay, and that is why I also gave you an option of an online internship. Now it is up to you. The hyperlink is there for an online internship. You can do your online internship from that particular website also. Okay, the next thing is DSA. You have already perfected your DSA in the previous semester. Now here you're going to put into your DSA knowledge for test by doing around 150 problems on DSA. Okay, now there's a very famous YouTube channel known as Apna College. They have a dedicated video on DSA and they have a dedicated Excel sheet. Okay, if you are able to get that Excel sheet, fine. Otherwise just let me know or contact me, I'll share you that Excel sheet. They have really hyperlinked each and every coding problem in DSA with the solution and for which company that particular thing was asked. If you're able to solve that before your placement, then your DSA is done. Okay, I will say you personally, you'll be able to crack down on any of the interviews. Next thing is IEEE paper. Okay, you need to have a minimum of 2 publications before you move into your placement journey. Now it is up to you. Select any project. Okay, go to the faculty. Okay, discuss with them. ask them, request them, because most of the faculties, they do publications on a regular basis. Publication is a new thing for you, but not for the faculty. So contact your faculty, okay, meet them, tell them, I want to work under you, I want a publication at any cost. Okay, so contact them, get a publication done, present the paper yourself. If it is online, present it. If it is offline, go there, present it. That will again build your confidence, and you can add in your resume, you have a two IEEE publications, which is having a very good weightage. Okay, next thing is mock test. Okay, so there are a lot of websites from where you can actually have a mock test. IndiaBix is a new website, or old, I'm not sure, but I came across it from past year, and it has helped me a lot in helping my students also. And Prepinsta was there from a very long time. They do offer a plan also. So they have a plan of around 6,800 rupees for a period of 4 years, where they give a complete supreme package where you can start from, actually everything is over there. Coding you want, coding certification is there, practice, interview prep, mock interview, everything just 6,800 rupees. You can take that also. Test prime is also there. Okay, take one mock test every weekend. Okay, that's a very good for a student to start from the fifth semester. Okay, project, plan on your major project. Most of the universities, they have this mini project kind of thing. So what you can actually do is, you can request your guide or or your department head, that this is the mini project that we are working on right now in the fifth semester, and we'll want to continue on the same thing for as our major project. So this actually helps you in building your minor project from scratch to a major project by not switching the projects. Okay, that will also help you in explain your projects better in the interview, because one of the basic questions in the interview for a core student or an IT student is, explain about your project, what was your final year project. Okay, and hackathons, smart India hackathons are very important, and it is always better that you participate in hackathon. Start by participating in a hackathon that is being organized by university. So when you actually participate in university level hackathon, what happens is, you are actually exposed to the problem statements. You get to know what is the problem statement, how to work on those problem statement. You have a certain time duration, you need to work on live there. Okay, it is not like that you take the problem statement, go to your home and work. No, you're working on spot. You are actually able to contact lots and lot of students from other domain. Your knowledge base increases, you develop a good network, and you also get motivated. Okay, so that is why in the resume area, hackathons really have a very good weightage. Okay, employers do value students who have regularly participated in hackathon. Now coming to the sixth semester, now this is the placement season. Okay, this is a placement season. So here we work on having a good resume, company research, interview prep, and offer letters. Okay, so resume, I would say one page resume is more than sufficient, but sometimes the students content, if it is too much, then I think they can have a two page. But one page ATS optimized, now there are a lot of websites where you can generate ATS optimized resumes, add in some few keywords which will increase your ATS score. Okay, include your projects which I've already done, certifications which I've already done, internships. Okay, GPA, GitHub link, LinkedIn link, portfolio link, everything into the resume. Now that is why from right from the first slide I have added all those things, because at the end of the day, these things play a major role in your resume. Because if your resume doesn't have anything, there's no weightage in your resume, then it's really going to be a problem for you. Okay, then next thing, company research. Okay, target 20 to 30 companies which are regularly coming to your campus. If you're able to contact your vertical head, or sorry, your placement coordinator of your department, you can actually get a list of the companies that have been coming from the past 5 years, round down on some around 20 to 30 companies which are regularly coming. Go through their JD, because whenever a company detail is shared, the job description of that company is always shared. So go through those company details, prepare yourself, see how well your resume matches with that company, what is the thing that you actually require to prepare for that particular company, and trust me, that will really help you when that company actually visits your campus. Aptitude prep, now if your aptitude is not good enough, you are not going to go anywhere. No matter AI or no AI, aptitude at the end of the day is a king. Okay, if you're not able to clear the aptitude round, you're not going to go into the second round. So aptitude, that in which quantitative, logical reasoning, verbal, okay, all these things are very very important. You can work on this on TCS or Infosys tests are there. You can work on that, and I would say the best place to start is RS Agarwal. Okay, in my coming slide I have added a link where you can actually go through the videos of the aptitude, quantitative, logical reasoning things from RS Agarwal, or else you can contact me. I'll be sharing you a book of RS Agarwal, which is more than sufficient. And then interview prep. Okay, HR plus technical rounds, STAR method. In my last slide, I have explained what is STAR method. Now, STAR method for HR is very, very important. Okay, so the this thing will really help you a lot. Why? Because most of the students, even though they clear the first and the second round, HR round is something where they get stuck. Okay, so it is equally important for you to actually clear the HR round. And if technical plus HR round is in the same thing, then it becomes very difficult, because you have already completed technical, you have to face HR also. That is together, both of them are together, means it becomes very difficult task. So STAR method is something that everyone looks for whenever they're going for an HR interview. Okay, and when it comes to technical, be confident with your DSA, OOPS, DBMS, and OS fundamentals if you're looking into IT domains. Okay, backed by a strong fundamentals on coding. I have not mentioned coding. That doesn't mean the coding is not important, but coding is something that is a foundational thing that you need to have. It is a base. Okay, and then soft skill, group discussion practice you got to do. In my later slide I have added a dedicated link for the group discussion, how you can actually prepare for the group discussion. Okay, because not many companies, but some of the companies nowadays, on sorry, most of the companies, they have this GD round. And even if the student actually clears the aptitude round, because aptitude round is something that you can prepare for. GD is spontaneous, the topic is given on spot and you have to speak for it. And for this you require a very very good communication and that skill to be heard. It's not like screaming out of your lungs over there and telling it. No, 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 you need to be very very polished and very very technical and very very soundful in the GD. And you have a very very short time in that you have to convey the message that you are actually wanting to convey. Okay, presentation skills, some of the companies, they give you a case study and tell you to prepare a presentation and present it. Okay, email okay, is very very important. Body language is important. So all of these things, okay, I have added in my last slide, okay, which will help you. Okay, but these are the things that you really work on your actually sixth semester. And finally, LinkedIn. Okay, 95% or 100% complete, that is important by the end of the sixth semester. Everything needs to be there. GitHub link, portfolio, your project, your certification, your like about me. Okay, and having good post about your project presentation, project exhibition participation, paper publication. Okay, your industrial visit, your internship, everything needs to be on the LinkedIn page. And have a good professional photo. Okay, that is important, and a good heading, everything. Now I've given you the link of my LinkedIn page, which I feel will be very much helpful. I'm not saying my LinkedIn page is the best one, but I would say it is good enough for someone who wants to have a reference of how to build their LinkedIn page. Now we come to the plan B. Now plan B is for only fourth and sixth semester. Okay, so student hasn't done anything before the fourth semester. That is what I took the as an example. So you have not done anything till the fourth semester. Now in the fourth semester you realize, oh, I have placement, I have to start preparing. Now this is going to be 18 months of intensive strategy. Okay, you really got to be on your feet on these 18 months. Okay, you are 18 months behind someone who has started in the first semester. So if you really want to catch up with that person, then you have to work 2 or 5 times hard than what he has been working. Okay, it is completely recoverable. Many students, they get placed starting from the fourth semester. The key is to focus, have a good speed, consistency. Okay, you got to cut down on your Netflix for the next 18 months. Okay, joking. Okay. Now coming for the fourth semester, 6 months, completely 6 months. You need to have a self assessment. Okay, pick one thing. Either you want to go to core or IT. No switching. You got to be on the instant. Okay, you take one day, decide, discuss with any of your seniors or your parents or your relatives, decide where I'm going to go. Then for the IT guys, start with C or Python fundamentals, 2 hours daily minimum. Start data structure. Okay, DSA immediately. Geeks for Geek, the best thing. Added with lead code, easy phase. Okay, it is possible. You can do it. Put in another 2 hours over there. Create a GitHub or a link and a LinkedIn profile. Fill in the details. You can take my profile as the reference and you can build it. Okay, then next thing is enroll into NPTEL. Okay, plus one Coursera certification now. Right now you got to do that. Okay, and next thing is have build one mini projects, one in 3 months. Okay, so you can have two mini projects in your fourth semester. You have to do it. Don't depend on others. Don't wait, I need to have a group, no one is coming with me. If no one is coming with you, okay, leave that, work alone, have two projects within the fourth semester. Okay, minimum you got to solve 50 aptitude questions per week. Okay, either on IndiaBix or get RS Agarwal, solve it. Without aptitude, as I said earlier, you're not going to go anywhere. Attend every college seminar or workshop in this particular semester, gain the certificates. Now coming to the semester fifth, DSA, two lead code problems daily. Okay, you reach around 100 solved lead code problems. Okay, a major project you start with the fifth semester, have a real world scenario that actually resonates, sorry, that actually resonates with the industry problem. That will actually be much beneficial when you're explaining your project to the employer, because he also gets to know that the student is not only doing some project, but he is doing something that is really an industry problem. Okay, then pursue a minimum of 6 months of internship. Since you don't have time, you have already crossed that fourth semester mark, get into an virtual internship that will count. Okay, no need to worry, but it will count. Earn 2 to 3 paid or free certification on AWS, Google, or NPTEL. All the links have been provided in the previous slide. Write and submit at least one IEEE paper. If you can pull off two, like one in fifth semester, one in sixth semester, good enough, or else one paper is more than sufficient. Okay, if there is SIH, participate in it. Okay, or else participate in any other hackathon that is there in your college, or there are a lot of websites, okay, where you can actually register for a hackathon and go and participate. Aptitude, every weekend you got to have aptitude. You do it on prep insta or TCS NQT, it is up to you, but have a mock test. That is very very important. You need to know how you are actually growing, how you are actually solving on these things. Okay, first draft should be ready by 10 months. Okay, that is in the mid of your fifth semester, you need to be done with your resume. That is, the first draft should be ready. And in the sixth semester, final version of your ATS ready resume should be ready. Minimum 30 companies you start applying on LinkedIn or Naukri. Now, this is not because you're not going to get a job. When you start applying outside, you learn how difficult the market is, what is actually the market looking, and what are the requirements of a particular company. Okay, you can actually get this on LinkedIn. When you're actually applying for any particular company, they give you the requirement. Okay, and that actually the LinkedIn matches it with your profile and says that these are the things that actually matches with this job profile. Okay, so that is where you know what are the things that a company is looking for. Have 150 plus lead code problems on DSA. Okay, and then interview prep on OOPS, DBMS, OS, computer networks. Okay, and also EEE core topics. Okay, so these are the topics that are IT related, but if you're into EEE, then I have mentioned the core topics earlier also. You make yourself completely strong in those EEE core topics. Okay, and then HR round. Okay, so you got to practice some of the stories which you can link with actually the this particular system of star, and actually answer these 20 questions. They're all like scenario based questions, so how do you answer, that is important. Now that technique I've added in the later slides, the video is there. Okay, the link is there, you can go through that video and prepare for yourself. Group discussion, practice 3 times, okay, a week with friends. Or there are, again, I have added a link for group discussion also. You can practice and always be updated with the current affairs. That is because most of the group discussion topics are on current affairs, so that will really help you. Okay, and when the placement starts, one of the most problematic thing with the students is that they miss the pre-placement talk. Okay, Now it is very important for a student to attend the pre-placement talk, because pre-placement talk you get to know about the company, what the company is looking for, okay, and what does actually company do. Because when you come about with the HR round, when the HR starts talking, you don't have anything to ask him because you don't know what the company is doing, okay. So it is also good, once you're done with the HR, normally the HR will ask you, do you have any questions for me. That is where you actually cement yourself and ask few questions that actually shows your confidence, and that actually proves that you are ready to get into the that particular company, okay. And you can start applying off campus also if your LinkedIn profile is good, okay. So the fast track mantra over here for the 4th to 5th semester is: select one domain, one language, one project, 2 lead code daily, one mock test weekly, one certification per semester, zero excuses, and you're done with 4th and 6th semester. Now this is the crash mode, okay. Plan C. Now to be brutally honest, week by week, 6 months battle plan I have added here. No sugar coating, full execution, okay. You only have semester 6 left, hardly 3 months or 4 semester. Most of the colleges, they actually have a very less period for the 6th semester because of the placement, and the some of the colleges, they have these boot camps and all, so they require time for that before the company comes in. So they actually squeeze the time for the 6th semester academics, so that the academics and the exam finishes in advance. They can get to finish this in advance, announce the result, because they require the result when they go into their placement. So you have very less time, but it is not impossible task, okay. It is possible. So I've added here, okay. So first thing, a reality check. You have hardly 24 weeks, okay. That's 168 days. Each day counts, okay. Double now, okay. Panic really is not a strategy, the execution is. So don't get panicked, okay. Be calm, stay calm, believe in yourself, and start. That is what is important. Make up your mind. So first 2 weeks, emergency setup. Decide IT or core, okay. Today, that is very important. No more confusion. Create or fix your GitHub profile, LinkedIn profile, okay. Have a very good etiquette in actually mailing, because that is very important. Choose IT or core, C or embedded or Python. Start now. Download Geeks for Geek app, India Bigs or Lead Code. Start practicing. Either download it or access through your laptop. That is for week 1 and 2. Now coming to week 3 and 6, that is for the core skills, okay. Where either IT domain, I've listed the IT domains. For the core domain, student can refer my previous slides, okay. So Python or C, 3 hours daily coding practice. DSA is very important. About DSA I've explained earlier also, okay. Aptitude, 50 problems per day. Register for in one NPTEL, because that is where that's how far you can get. One NPTEL is more than sufficient, or go for Google or AWS certification immediately. Then week 7 to 12, project and profile. Build one solid projects in 3 weeks. Deploy it online if you're into IT. Push everything to GitHub. Make the repository public. Okay, a good README file. LinkedIn, start developing minimum 500 plus connection. Post about your projects. Post about your certification, paper publication, events. Okay, all extracurricular activities. Your profile should be fully perfect. Next, solve a minimum of 75 lead code problems. Easy plus some of the medium problems. Okay, week 13 to 18, interview intensive, okay. You got to work on your technical skills, okay. This is mainly for the IT students, okay. Oops, DBMS, OS, networking is very important. HR, practice 25 common questions using actually star method. Star method is something that most of you might have not heard of, okay, but it's very important, okay. I have added a dedicated link for that. It is going to be a game changer for you in the HR interview, okay. GD, group discussion, okay. Group discussion, guys, I'll tell you, some people say it is luck, but no, it is not luck, okay. It is pure common sense and how you actually speak, okay. Your voice modulation, everything that actually matters, is there in the group discussion, okay. So again, there's a link over there, I will show you, okay. And then start applying for 40 plus companies. That is where you will know how actually company actually hire. You will know the requirements of the company. Then finally, the next 19 to 22 weeks, okay, full mock mode. Register in some of the website, start taking mock test, okay. For mock test, I feel prep insta is best, or else you can go for TCS NQT also, Okay, revise your project completely, every line of code. If into IT or if it is hardware, make sure if your project is IT or even hardware, I have not mentioned it here, but trust me on this, make a screen recording video if it is an IT project, explaining about all the project details. Make a video of it and upload it on YouTube, and that link you provide it in your resume. So when you share your resume, okay, or a soft copy of your resume, you can say, the interviewer or the interviewer can look up on your project over the YouTube and see how good it is. Because in the interview you cannot just carry your laptop and say, this is my dashboard, this is my web page I've developed. And same for course students who have developed hardware projects. Record your project, explain your projects, and push the video on the YouTube. Give the link in the resume. That is very very important. Okay, if you're able to get referrals by LinkedIn connections, good. Or else your college placement is enough, if your preparation is good enough. Okay, and then 2 lead code problems daily, 30 aptitude, and 10 general knowledge questions. General knowledge questions are very important in HR and group discussions. Final stage, attend all the company PPTs. Okay, sit in every drive you have to sit. I have seen lazy ass people, okay, not coming for the drive. Now that is where the problem is. You got to attend every drive carries something with it. That is the experience. Okay, now the every drive you attend, you gain experience, you know how the placement is going to happen, you get to know how companies actually work. Okay, that is what is important. It is not important that the drive you attend you need to get placed. No problem if you're not getting placed, attend the drive. That is important. That is the attitude you want. Be consistent. I have seen students attending right from the first company till the end company and getting placed at the end. And there are certain students who give up after 10 companies. So don't give up. Each and every company attend. Make up your mind daily. You get up in the morning, have a calendar. Whenever a notification is shared in your group from your coordinator about the placement drive, have a calendar, mark it, today is the drive, I have to be there. Don't look at what is the time, what others are coming. 8:30 is the reporting time, you got to be there by 8:15. People will make fun of you like, अरे यार 10-15 कंपनी अटेंड किया, कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, क्यों इतना जल्दी आता? No problem, others will talk, don't worry about it. Okay, you got to attend on time. Trust me, you will cross the finishing line with an offer. Follow up on your applications. If you're applying off campus, that is where your way of emailing will come into picture. So that is why you should know that video also I've added link. Okay, and as you attend each and every interview, keep a diary. Come and write what and all questions were asked. If you don't get selected, okay, then you will know, okay, this is where I went wrong. Prepare for it for the next interview. These are the things, simple things, which will actually count when you really want to actually get placed. Okay, and most important, don't end up with just one offers, have backup. Okay, because if you have one offer and if that company is not onboarding you on time, sitting at home killing the time is really a very difficult job. So have minimum 3 to 4 offers. Okay, that is important. Now, finally, for the students who are looking into IT domain, complete set of technical skill, okay, stack for EEE students who are looking for the IT domain. Okay, everything you need to know to compete with the CSE students and win. Because when you talk about IT domain, you're going to compete with directly face to face with CSE students. Okay, so programming languages, Python, Java, C++, JavaScript, SQL. This is very very important. Each and every one of the links I have provided. Okay, AI and machine learning, EEE advantage. Okay, you have an advantage because maths is there. Okay, that is where is your advantage. Okay, NumPy. Okay, and then TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch. Okay, signal processing with machine learning, superpowers for the EEE students. Okay, it is one of the field that has been very very less explored. Okay, and Kaggle competition. You just register in Kaggle, you'll get a link whenever there is a competition. Just participate in it. Okay, and then data structure algorithm. Guys, this is going to be the most important thing. If you're not good in DSA, you are nowhere near a CSE student. Okay, you got to beat them in their field, master the DSA. Web development and cloud. Okay, these are something that has been in demand from many years and it is going to be in demand no matter, even if AI comes or it's not there also. Okay, because even though nowadays you can build a web page through AI in minutes, but it really requires your knowledge when it comes to troubleshooting. practice platform, all the links, lead code, hacker rank, code force, geeks for geek, kaggle, hacker rank, code chef, interview bit, neat code, everything I've listed out. Whichever you find is easy for you, you can take up. Top IT certification, AW certified cloud practitioner, Google associate cloud engineer, Meta front end development course, IBM, okay, Microsoft, Infosys, Springboard, and TCS. These are all the top certifications that is actually required if you're into IT domain. All of the links are here. Just click on it, learn it, take the certification, get the certificate. Now this is for the IT domain. Okay, go through this very carefully because this is very, very important, because here you are going to compete with someone who has been studying this particular domain for the past 4 years. Okay, so be very careful with this. Next come the course domain. In the core domain, what I have done is, okay, I have divided into three domain: embedded system and IoT, VLSI, and power electronics. Now for a triple E student, power electronics and system is good, embedded is good, but VLSI domain is not something that we are familiar with. But nowadays, most of the triple E students do study VLSI. We have it as a soft core subjects, okay, or sometimes as an open elective also. So opt for that course and learn it. Okay, I have listed out all the important things that is required in the embedded system. And then when it comes to VLSI, it is better to have one certification in VLSI. Why? Because this is not your main subject. So when you put up this in your resume, you can say that even though it's not my main subject, but I have mastered it through NPTEL. And then finally, the power electronics and the system. Okay, so there I have listed out all the things that is required for you to master the power electronics. From the basics I've added from the first slide. Okay, and you can go for a gate preparation, because gate preparation will help you to prepare for all these subjects. Okay, and then the hyperlink for certification: embedded system NPTEL certification, VLSI embedded, and gate PSU gateway. I've added this not as a part of for you to take up the gate examination, but also to prepare in the core domain, because gate materials will be very much helpful for you when you're preparing for core domain. Next, finally, the resume profile certification complete checklist. Okay, when it comes to resume, name, email, phone, LinkedIn, GitHub URL, everything should be there. One line professional summary, minimum 3 sentences max. Okay, not 10 line, 5 line and all. 4 is maximum. Okay, education, GPA, CGPA. Okay, don't hide if it's less than 7. Okay, put it up, no problem. Okay, it doesn't matter unless you have a good skill set over there. Skills is very important: language, tools, framework, platforms, that is most required. Projects, I would say minimum 2 to 3 projects in tech domain, that is IT domain. Okay, plus live link of GitHub with another 2 to 3 added hardware projects if you're from triple E background. Okay, internship, minimum 2 internship, one offline and one online internship. Okay, certification, name, who has issued it, what is the date, plus link for the certification. What I normally say is that prepare a Google Drive. Inside that, prepare different folders. One folder holds all your certification, one holds all your extracurricular certificates, another one holds all the images, the videos of your project, and most importantly, make a video, self introductory video, where you talk about yourself, because one of the most common questions in the HR interview is, tell me about yourself. Okay, so when interviewer or potential employer is asking you this, I've seen students, okay, not able to answer this. Okay, you really need to speak in a very fluent way for 90 to minimum 120 seconds. So best way, practice in front of the mirror. Okay, and make a video where you divide it like 30 seconds I'm going to give my intro, 30 seconds I'm going to add technical detail, projects, IEEE publication, certifications, another 30 seconds with 20 seconds of extracurricular, 10 seconds why that particular employer needs to hire you. Okay, and then make sure that you add all your achievements. Keep it one page. I know it's difficult, but you got to try it. Okay, if you want a very good like format, I can share it with you. Just contact me. And then most important thing is, don't make your resume too much of colorful things. It need to be professional. Use actually Calibri or Arial with 10 or 11 font size, margin of 0.5 inch. That is more than sufficient. Okay, and then when it comes to LinkedIn profile, okay, better to have a very good LinkedIn profile with all the details filled. I have previously told you what and all it is required. You need to have a professional photo, no trip pics and all. It needs to be very much professional. Headline is very important. Okay, you can add these detail like triple E student, Python, ML, embedded, whatever you want, and introduce about yourself in 5 to 6 lines. Okay, keywords are very important. Just give a prompt to ChatGPT. It will give you a very fantastic about me section. Okay, all the experience, internships added. If you're part of any extracurricular, like if you're a head of any club, treasury or anything, add that also. Take like a certificate or a appreciation letter from your department and upload it as a proof. Okay, now why I'm saying this is this plays a very important role in your HR interview. When the situation based question comes into picture, you can say that I was actually a head of so and so club where I was given a task of executing this event, and I was able to pull this off by coordinating with all my team members. I've also attached the appreciation letter given from my department on this particular event. Now that is what actually it takes to crack the HR interview also. Okay, and then skill section, 50 endorsed skills is max, is minimum. Okay, so that much skill you need, you should have developed by 3 years. Okay, 2 posts per week, projects, learning, everything. Contact the HRs if you know, it doesn't matter, be in a very much professional way, that is more than sufficient. Okay, join IEEE, okay, embedded Python groups, that is very much. Get 3 recommendations from professor. Now the best part is that whenever you do a project, you do under a project guide, and most of your professors will be on LinkedIn. Request them to give you a recommendation on LinkedIn. That will be very much helpful. Okay, develop minimum 500 plus connections, not only your friends but also with your professors and other engineers. Now GitHub profile, make sure that you have a professional readme file on the main profile page in the GitHub profile. Okay, 6 best project listed down, make them public. Each repository should have a proper readme screenshot demo link. That is why I said YouTube video is very very important. Okay, and make sure that you have contribution graph that shows all the green dots. That means if more number of green dots, that means this student has been regular. Okay, and no empty repositories, no copy paste code. Okay, yeah, use ChatGPT, doesn't matter unless you know how the code is getting executed. Okay, the remaining things is contribute to one open source project. Okay, have GitHub pages, host your portfolio website for free in GitHub. Okay, now these are some of the things. Okay, and have like the link listed out on your resume. Now these are some of the free tools, like you can go for Overleaf, that is the latex. You can prepare your resume because you get lot of templates over there which you can just edit it as per your requirement. Resume.io is a very fantastic site. Nova Resume is good, but it do as a paid subscription. Okay, Canva is good. Okay, JobScan is also good. Now these are some of the websites where you can check for the ATS score also. Now this is a complete detail on your resume profile and certification. Now the most important thing for a student to know is that preparing is one thing and executing is it another thing. So the execution part lies in this particular slide, that as actually your resume, portfolio and certifications. Okay, now I have added a complete detail on the IEEE publications, hackathons, project exhibitions also. So the rule is something like every project must have a GitHub repository. Okay, screenshots, demo and everything. Okay, now this things in your resume, it is a resume gold level. Okay, IEEE publication is something that is a single biggest resume differentiator. If you have a IEEE publication resume, I have seen most of the students getting placed. Okay, whoever has had an IEEE publication in their page. So contact your faculties, request them, they will really help you. Okay, I've added how to write IEEE paper over here and all. I'm not going to go much deep on this. You can go through these details, where to submit. Okay, how you can follow up. Okay, proper topics for a triple E student. Now if you're not even sure of these first 3 topics, just go to your faculty, tell them I want an IEEE publication, I'm ready to work. They will help you. Don't worry about the first 3 stages of the publication. Just contact your faculty, they will help you. But IEEE is very very important. IEEE publication is really very good. That is something that will be a single biggest resume differentiator. Student should have, okay, IEEE publication. That is why one differentiator that separate you from the 1,000 other IEEE students is your IEEE publication. Okay, top hackathons to target. Okay, Smart India Hackathon is there, Hacker Earth Hackathons, Devfolio is there, IEEE Extreme. Now these are some of the like flagship hackathons you can call. But the best part is even if you're not able to follow up on these hackathons, or you're not able to participate on these hackathons, okay, you can participate at least on your internal college hackathons and get a certificate. Okay, and then project exhibition. Again, I have listed out all these exhibition, but nowadays each and every college that is there in your locality will have a project exhibition. Okay, so just take your project, go present there. Doesn't matter you win the competition or not, but when you present your project right, that is where you gain in confidence and you will get some new ideas. And the question that is posted to you by the jury members will help you in answering in the interview also. And the certificate, guys, certificate is very very important. So project exhibition, top hackathons, and IEEE publication, these are very very important. And trust me, once again, there is a basic thing. If you want yourself to be separate from the remaining students, then have an IEEE publication in your resume. The single biggest resume differentiator is IEEE publication. Next, I have come to the aptitude, logical reasoning, and quantitative prep. The first filter that eliminates 70%. That is why I said first round you got to clear quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning is very, very, very important. So 70% of the candidates are eliminated from the first round purely on the basis of aptitude, logical reasoning, and quantitative thing. Okay, so these are the hyperlinks. Okay, so this is an hyperlink, this is an hyperlink. Just click on it, it will open a YouTube video. Practice all the topics, and all the important topics that have been asked till now I have put up here. Okay, and then even if you're not satisfied, I have listed the books, website, app, everything I have listed out. So if you want to practice under timing also, I've given schedule 50 questions daily, timing, practice under 40 to 65 minutes per section, because most of the interviews they will have section based timings, not complete aptitude exam, but each section will have section based timings. Okay, so that is very very important. And I would say any day, okay, RS Agarwal is best, followed by MK Pandey. Okay, then TCS NQT pattern. Okay, national qualifier test. Okay, numerical ability 26 question, verbal 26, reasoning 30, 80 questions, 80 minutes. Know the pattern, master the format. Now I would say TCS NQT is like a gate examination for the IT companies. Okay, take up the examination, go to their website, practice. There are lots and lots of videos on YouTube on how to prepare for TCS NQT examination. Prepare it, that will help you for other interviews also. But trust me guys, aptitude and logical reasoning and quantitative apps, it is the first filter of your placement process, where 70% of the candidates are eliminated. The hyperlinks are over here. Practice. RS Agarwal, MK Pandey is really the books for these particular topics. Finally, the soft skills and soft skill communication and interview presence. See, communication skills is very very important. How you speak is the most important thing. So speak in English daily, no exceptions. Think in English. Mirror talk actually helps you in making how you talk and the expression, because when you're talking to a potential employer, your expression is very important. You need to look them in the eye, have a confidence in your face. That is when you talk. Okay, it is not like screaming out loud, it is like being very very modulating enough to your voice to be heard in the room. Okay, your voice tone is very very important. Record yourself, watch your video, that is when is important. Filter these words like like all these things, you have to filter it out. Okay, and you have to practice. First video, second video, third video will not be good. Trust me, on the fourth video you will be the best. Read the newspaper loud 5 minutes, modulate your voice. It improves your fluency. Even now, there are few words, okay, which I actually am not confident in pronouncing. I do make mistake. Okay, so every day is a learning. So practice it. And next thing is the British Council Learn English app. Okay, and it is also, website is also there. There's a hyperlink. Go there, take a free course, practice. They have listening separate, speaking separate, reading separate. So all of these things you can practice, you can improve your English. Okay, and YouTube is there. Okay, speak English with Vanessa, daily practice it for 5 minutes a day. Okay, you will be good enough when your placement season actually comes. Okay, so the next one is a group discussion. So earlier in the earlier videos I told you how important is group discussion. Now here I have explained you what is most important. See, group discussion, that is GD, eliminates 50% of the candidates. Okay, so practice is mandatory. Most of the time the student is able to speak in the GD, but he is not selected, he is eliminated. So it means whatever you spoke, that was completely bullshit. Okay, sorry for being too harsh, but if you aren't selected, then whatever you spoke, that was not good enough. It's straight as that. Okay, so practice 3 times per week with friends in English. Yeah, if you're finding it difficult, okay, then just go to this link what I've pasted it, stand in front of the mirror, practice. Okay, most important thing is never shout. Okay, be assertive but not aggressive. Okay, bring the data examples in your point. So whenever you're speaking, if you add it with an example or a statistics, that sounds credible. Okay, nowadays why do you think this data analytics, making a dashboard on the Excel is very important? Because they hold the data, they hold statistics. No one wants your random theory over there, they want statistics. No one has a time over there, and you hardly get 1 minute or 1.5 minute to speak in a GD. Okay, so GD topics like AI, climate change, work from home, these are some of the things that are very common in GD. Practice it. Okay, so there's a book called as Group Discussion and Interview Skill. Okay, so you can get that book online, practice it. Okay, make minimum, the rule is make 3 quality points, not 10 empty ones. Okay, whatever you point you're making, make sure it gets counted. HR interview star method, I told, right? Situation, task, action and result. Now I have added a dedicated link over HR mastery, and there's a perfect GitHub repository on HR preparation. Okay, it holds all the PDF file, all the questions that has been asked till now in the HR interview. Just click on it and prepare it. That is more than sufficient. Practice the star method. Okay, that is like, have a situation when a question is asked, put yourself in a situation. It is like a storytelling competition. You put yourself in a situation, then tell that, okay, this was the situation. For example, you can take a situation, okay, where you had got an internship but your classes were going on. Okay, and how were you able to convince your faculty to give you an option to carry out internship during the regular academic thing? Okay, and how you got the permission and you were able to complete the internship. So these are the situation, task, action and the result. Okay, prepare 20 answers, like tell me about yourself, why this particular company. One of the major questions for EEE students is that, okay, why you want to join an IT domain being from a EEE background. Now, these are the types of the question that you need to prepare yourself for. Know your weakness. You can't say that I have no weakness. Everyone has a weakness. Say what is your weakness, then say also what is your strength. Okay, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years down the line? That is most important thing. Research the company, their product, recent news, values, always before you go for an interview. Dress professionally. That is the most important thing. Body language. I said, right? Hand contact. If the interviewer is standing up and shaking your hand, do the handshake firmly. Okay, and second thing, have a good eye contact. Okay, don't slouch over there. Okay, end with a question. What does growth look like here? Or anything, question, any question. Don't be too aggressive or too egoistic or too much of attitude in your question. Like simple thing like, what can I expect in the next coming years if I'm an employee? Don't add if. Make sure that you are an employee already there, and just ask, how do I see myself next down the line 5 years? Okay, like this something, a question about the company, all those things that will help. Don't ask too much of silly questions over there. One question is more than sufficient. And presentation and email thing is very very important. Okay, PowerPoint, learn to know. So this is a link for preparing a very good presentations. Learn presentation skills, because some of the companies, they give you case study and they will tell you to prepare. So this will really help you a lot. You should know how to do an email if you're applying for off campus. Okay, the most important thing is when you're attending video interviews, good lighting background is very important. Good headphone. You need to be in an empty room where there is no disturbances. Okay, something like an email template, have a brief intro, value and ask thing. Okay, LinkedIn professional writing, avoid spelling errors in the post. Okay, so these are some of the things that is very very important when it comes to presentation and email. So all the links over here are provided. Do check out these links and practice for yourself. Okay, so the most important thing, golden rule is your communication. Confidence plus clarity plus consciousness is equal to basically practice every single day, 30 minutes, 30 minutes a day. Okay, you will be world class in the next 6 months. And coming here, this is a master certification links with links and priority. Okay, aim 3 to 5 certifications minimum. Okay, and prioritize free ones first, and then invest in minimum 1 or 2 paid certifications in the core domain. Quality is more important than quantity. So whenever you are practicing an IT or CS domain, I have added all the links over here, right? Starting from AWS, Google, IBM, Metafront, Microsoft, Harvard, Google, and TCS. All the links are here. I have also written the amount if it is free or if they are charging. Then it comes to core NPTEL, boss. NPTEL is the best one. Okay. NPTEL is there. Even if others are charging, leave it. Go for NPTEL, more than sufficient. Universal for all the students. NPTEL, Hacker Rank is free. Infosys Springboard is free. Google Digital, LinkedIn Learning, free trial is there. You can take it, otherwise leave it. Coursera by financial aid, it gives free. Okay. edX verified is there, financial aid, apply free. Swayam NPTEL. These are both, like NPTEL soft skills is also there, and also the NPTEL Swayam is also there. So all of them are there. But for example, in NPTEL you can take the course, but if you want the certification, you need to register for the examination. Okay. Finally, daily, weekly, monthly placement schedule. Okay. What I would say is that not one offer letter. One offer letter is mandatory, but minimum have three offer letters as a backup. Daily schedule, 6 to 6:30 communication. See, morning is the best time for you to practice on your communication. Stand in front of mirror, practice, make up your mindset. Okay, that is the most important thing. If your mindset is strong, you can do whatever you want. 7 to 8, okay, practice. Again, 12 to 1 p.m. Now this is if you are having holidays. Okay, if you're not having holidays, then you can actually align your timing. Mindset, placement is a skill, it can be learned and mastered. Okay, it is not something that you can't achieve. Comparison will kill your motivation, so run on your own race, don't compare yourself with others. Rejection is data, so that is why I said whenever you attend an interview, come and maintain a diary, write down anything that you want. Okay. Okay, three offers is enough, good quality offers. Okay, it's always good to have a backup. Next thing, weekly targets, 10 to 14 lead code problems solved, 2 per day, 300 aptitude questions. Okay, one full company mock test each week. Okay, one LinkedIn post or article. Now, these are the weekly targets that you should keep. Okay, you can go through this. Monthly milestones also I have mentioned. Okay, so what and all you need to do in a month, from first month to the sixth month, I have written here. Okay, now consistency will beat your intensity. Okay, this routine followed for 6 months guarantees result. Trust me, it will happen, because I have prepared this not from my just 1 month 2 month experience. It is a hard earned 5 years of experience in placement. Based on that, I have prepared this. Now, the next one is your final action checklist. You have to start today. Profile, okay, create GitHub profile today. Strategy, choose your domain, IT or core. Decide in the 24 hours, not 24 days. DSA, guys, DSA is important if you are into IT domain. Just learning C program, C++ is not going to take you anywhere. DSA is important. Projects, start building your first projects this week itself. Internship, apply for an internship, virtual or physical. Minimum two internship, one offline, one online is mandatory. Hackathon, register in as many hackathon. Don't see only Smart India hackathon. Any hackathon in your college, team up now and participate. Okay, then coming to the profile again, set up your LinkedIn profile. Okay, have minimum 500 connections, and I have also given here my profile hyperlink. You can refer my profile as a reference and build your profile. Okay, certification, minimum each semester have one NPTEL certification. Now why I'm telling this is, NPTEL certifications are free just if you want to learn. If you want a certification, pay and take the examination and get the certificate. So either way you will learn something, but it is better to have one certification. There is also something called as domain certification in NPTEL. So for example, you are a EEE student and you want to have a domain certification in data analytics. There will be around 6 subjects that you can take right starting from your first semester. Once you finish that 6 subjects, you'll get a domain certification. It will be like a PG certification only. Okay, but not a PG certification, but a separate certification. Nowadays the universities, they offer as a minor degree. This will be equivalent to that. Now next is Aptitude. IndiaBix is a good site. You can go on this. I have provided the link. Practice your aptitude over there, but also practice through RS Agarwal and MK Pandey. Resume, write your resume draft in the next 2 weeks. Okay, always keep changing based on the inputs. Get it rectified by your faculty. That will really help. Minimum 2 paper or 3 papers, very important in IEEE. Professors will guide you. Go and request them, they will help you. Okay, soft skill, Practice speaking English every day, minimum 30 minutes. Okay, now these are your final checklist. Okay, the best time to start was day 1 of semester 1. The second best time is right now. Okay, no problem, not able to start from the first semester, but the second best time is right now. Start right now preparing for your placement. Okay, see, this brings to the end of our basically the complete roadmap. I have tried to put in each and every detail that was there in my mind that is required for a student to get prepared for the placement. Okay, if I have missed any, okay, then okay, if you know it, please follow it. But if you're not, this is for those set of the students who have no idea. They can go through this. This will really help and help you get placed. Okay, see, at the end of the day, placement is all about something that how much you really want it. Okay, that is what is important in placement. See, rejections will be there, first company, second company, third company, but the most important thing is consistency. You should not give up, you need to practice it. Okay, there will be a number of people who will criticize you, who will say you are not getting placed, this, that, and all. Just close your ears for them, you practice on yourself. Okay, competition when it comes to placement is very important, and the most important thing that hurts is when you are sitting in the class and the next guy who is sitting next to you or girl sitting next to you is already placed. That is when it hurts you the most. I've seen the best of the best students crack in the placement. So don't take it lightly, put in your effort, be strong, your mindset should be strong. Okay, and also seen students go into depression because of not getting placed. Okay, parents, anyone will have a high hopes on you. It is not wrong of them of having a high hopes on you. It is up to you how good enough you are to prove it. Okay, prove your doubters wrong. Okay, if someone is saying that you can't get placed, say that okay, no problem, when I get placed I will show that. That is very very important. And another most important thing that I would say for a student, okay, in their placement journey is their attitude. Be humble. The most important thing is being humble, being hardworking, being consistent. Okay, these three things will beat any of the things that is out there. Being humble, okay, being like being humble, and then having a calm this thing, and having the intent, and having the right attitude, and then what do you call, having the consistency will really help you in getting placed. Now these are all the details. Now I will give it to this to you. If you really want this PDF or anything, I'll share you my detail. Please do contact me. I will share you this particular PDF where all the links and everything is there. Do try to practice it, start working hard on these things. Hard work is one thing, with consistency, supported by consistency, will get you the result. Okay, the best thing is when you get placed in a very good company and inform your parents, the happiness that your parents will have is something that you would have wished for. Okay, that is the only thing that you can give. You can one fine day say to your parents, okay, you retire from your job, I'm going to take care of you from now on. That is what it takes when you get placed. Okay, and it requires rightful attitude. Wasting your time with your friends, roaming here and there, okay, spending all the day's time on Instagram, okay, that is not going to take you anywhere. Okay, so a placement will not see you are good student, you are bad student. Yeah, the placement do have a criteria of basic eligibility, but most of you will be eligible, but there is no segregation. Okay, you have this background, you have this background, or for example, you speak good, you speak bad. No, when you go to the placement, you're all equal. It only comes down to how good you are on that particular day of the placement. So if you're good on that particular day of the placement, then you will definitely get selected. And how good is your feedback system? If you get rejected from any one company, make a note of this, practice for that mistakes that you have done, and attend the next company. And don't see what others are doing. Okay, if the time is 8:30 reporting time, be there by 8:30. Don't see 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, like कोई नहीं गया है यहाँ पे मैं क्यों जाऊं करके. And please choose the motivation that you want to have. Okay, so for me, my music is my motivation. Okay, my family members are my motivation. So for you, you need to decide what is your motivation. Okay, your music gives you motivates you, listen to music. Or if your parents motivate you, you listen to your parents. Okay, whatever motivates you, you listen to that and get motivated. You need to be 24 bar 7 motivated. Okay, consistency with that right attitude and working hard will surely get you placed. Okay, now thank you all for listening to me and going through this video. Okay, if you do happen to have any queries related to anything, you can just contact me. Okay, please do let me know if there is anything that I can improve upon on this particular things. Okay, so surely I will update these things, okay, from time to time. And I hope this particular video is very much helpful for each and every students who wants to prepare for their placement journey. Okay, thank you one and all. This is Aditya signing off. Thank you.